Oh, okay. Good morning, folks. Good morning indeed. I want to get my new clothes stained prematurely. I'm sure they'll be stained by the end of the day, but we have here some Amundsen stuff made in Europe. They're paying for my health insurance these days, so check them out. All right. Just picked up this 1993 September mountain bike action from my parents' basement. So that's what this is a scholarly journal I've been referencing. Top pros reveal the right way to ride.
Oh, wow.
This video was filmed a year ago this August, the lead up to the MADE bike show in Portland, Oregon. Are you going to MADE? Let me know in the comments. It's really, as far as bespoke, curated, smaller, alternative, but also mainstream aspirational brands end up at basically 2 bike shows all year in the US. You've got the Philly Bike Expo, which is now not in the fall anymore, it's in the springtime, and you have MADE in Portland, and that is at the end of August. These are opportunities for me to put out a hot nude and just let people drool, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, check me out. Last year I did a bike that we have for sale right now in minimum quantities, just in the size 60 and 51. That's all we have left of the ALUMAX, which was my newest bike with Frank the Welder, built in Vermont. This one started off as a crust, ended up being a Ron's because the margins ended up being too slim for me to share any of the profits, so just put a Ron sticker on it, but you'll notice it starts off as a crust bike. In this video, we're gonna go over the build process, putting parts together, getting the build almost done, then having to fly to Portland with it and completing it there, and a little bit on the bike show. So I'll be posting this in lead up to MADE 2024, again at the end of August in Portland, Oregon. I have a new bike to be announced that I am building and showing this year. So make sure you check it out. All right, let's go back in time, folks. August 2023. Oh man, I've got so many parts that I've accrued for this build. Parts. Got quite the build to get started here. I've got pretty much everything I need in this box here. Okay, well, no better time to start than now. I think I'm gonna do this build outside because it's looking a little crowded in here, isn't it? Some stuff, bring it outside here. Oh my, it is hot down here. Let's take a closer look at this frame, huh? Okay, here we have it.
Oh, wow.
Italian 7000 series aluminum tubing. So we've got to do some polishing first. We're going to use this stuff that smells like a sheep's anus and looks like butterscotch. Fluid film. Have you ever had butterscotch that is sheep's anus flavored? Well, take a dip of this. And we are also going to use some Scotch Brite pads. I've got the ultra fine. This all may look like a relaxing day here in Hadline, but we are leaving tomorrow to go to Portland for the Maid show. And this thing has got to get done, and I've got a lot to do. And one last box of parts is showing up today from a few other things that are showing up from Thun, shipped from Germany, that will be shipped to Portland. So we'll be assembling the last bits. I'll put in a few stand-in items like this seat post collar, this seat post, and whatever stem I'm going to put on just as a placeholder. And then when we get to Portland, we get to have the final
Sniff.
we get to look at the final bike. All right, let's start polishing. Do some buffing. I'm kind of more looking for a kind of like a dull bright Nitto luster here. Just applying a little bit of pressure. So the nice thing about leaving these finishes as a living finish is you could always, you get a scratch or something, you just polish it out. Everything buffs out of a living finish like this. And you could make it as shiny or as dull as you'd like. Got to make sure to show off these beautiful welds that Frank is so well known for. No one does aluminum like Frank. That's why we have them made by Frank. Because really, at the end of the day, folks, I'm just trying to get you the nicest product.
Try my product.
I'm not making a lot of money off this stuff. It's really mostly ego, I guess. All right, I'm gonna save the fluid film for after I apply the decals, because this stuff is, despite it being a lanolin-based penetrant and lubricant, it makes the decals pretty difficult to adhere after that's been. We got to do handlebars, don't we? While I'm down here, what we have is some Nitto 151s, okay? This is a shallow drop bar. These bars obviously need to be flared outwards. 44 from here to here, and we're gonna spread them out to about 56 probably. Well, we'll see. We'll see whatever looks nice. This bike is all about the looks. Nitto bars, whatever you wanna call them, they flare out nice. So, got my big old bench vise right here. I'm gonna take my 2x6s, 2x8s, whatever they are. You know, this is just a big blocks of wood, okay? You need something to really kind of sandwich the bar in there. That's what we're gonna do. So as you see, I'm gonna drop that right in, and then underneath I need something of a similar width so that it clamps properly. There we go. We are in there. Everything looks good. Nice and tight. And then we're just gonna go for it. Oh yeah, already going. Okay, let's see what that looks like. That's pretty good. First try. That's where I want the other one to be. That feels about right. Damn, I'm good. All right. Okay, we're back up on the other side of the property. I'm gonna install the headset and put on this sweet fork that Frank and I designed together. 825 grams, uncut. Let's take out our tools. You like my work table? I knew you would. Nice stuff. Let's get some grease on this headset cup. I'm telling you, there are like 6 Q-tips down here. top and bottom. Make sure that headset slides right in there, nice and easy. It's always a rewarding experience. But it takes grease, folks. What do you think, King, upside down or right side up? What would you do? Tell me in the comments. We're going upside down. Precision isn't like the big deal when you're dealing with stuff that you don't have to use a laptop to plug into to fix. Not that you would ever have to use a laptop to install a headset, but maybe? Never know. One more for good measure. Now we got a headset. That's a big first step. Now we're gonna install the crown race. Remember, I polished this fork up at Darren's. I got a little bit of footage that I'll make sure and insert.
Yeah, so here's that footage. Last summer I would canoe myself across the Connecticut River often because that's where the amenities are, you know, on the other side of the river. The amenity we're going for today is Darren Larkin's polishing wheel. Wheel in Deep River, Connecticut. So there's the fork and we're riding to Darren's shop. Nice day, wouldn't you say? And I really didn't get any footage of myself actually polishing on the wheel, so you'll just have to imagine. Hello and bye, back to
Okay, here's
Headline.
that beautiful King crown race. Slide that on. Looks good. Looks sweet. Never more than 15 millimeters of spacers on a drop bar bike. We don't even have to measure it. We're just going right there. This dummy stem. Sorry to call you a dummy. Because we've got a real nice red, anodized red tune stem that Lucas at Tune sent to Portland, Oregon. For now, we just need a placeholder. Oh man, this is really starting to look like a bike in like seconds. I don't know why I just don't take the faceplate off, but yeah, I'm just gonna take the faceplate off. All right, handlebars in, and this is a 25.4 stem that we're using on a 26.0 clamp, and it really does not matter. Just pretend that they're the same. Okay, that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
Okay, so here I think I forgot to plug in the microphone. So I'm just talking about cranks and how it's the most important part of every build because it's really the centerpiece. It's right where your eye goes. Yeah, so here we're using some top line cranks. 94 BCD so I could run a 2944 on there. Came out pretty nice with the red Anno crank bolts, don't you think? So just gonna get these. I'll tighten them more later when the bike's on the ground. But I think I got that spindle width just right, wouldn't you agree? 4 to 5 sheets of paper clearance there, just right in my opinion.
And of course the XTR M952 with a red pulley. As you know, I love this derailleur. And I've got some pretty cool pewter pawl stuff to match. Pewter with a little red flash there. Whenever I'm doing pawl brakes, I put grease on the studs and beeswax on the bolts.
The beeswax acts as a Loctite, but unlike Loctite, allows for fine adjustment further on down the road.
Yeah, it just works best for that. I don't know what I'm talking about. Greasing the studs, greasing the studs, greasing the studs, greasing the studs. You don't know what it's like. Maybe you do. All
right, not too bad. We're coming along. And we're gonna go with some Ultra Dynamico Rose Race 700 by 42 point question marks here on some crust rims. So. Okay, and gonna be using these Tanis Armour tubeless tire inserts. I've got sealant all over me right now, covered in latex. Okay, big moment here, putting on the wheels. Gonna really kind of see how this thing sits now. Let's take a look. Now we got to put on the levers. This thing is looking so hot. Wouldn't you agree, folks? Went with these old Campagnola Drillium levers. Very cool looking. Some brand new hoods that Soma makes for Campagnola levers. All right, simplex shifters installed, Campagnolo levers installed with some fresh Soma repop Campagnolo hoods, nice and gummy. There we go, chain and front derailleur installed. That's a pretty clean looking drivetrain. Now I just got to find a box to put it in. Got a lot of boxes, but you never know what's going to fit. Oh, I think this is going to fit. Let's see. Should probably do something about that, huh? Oh, it fits. That's it for now. I think I've earned a smoke and a swim. Oh, that feels good. Wash away the blood.
Thanks, run me. What'll what run you? $600.
That's $600.
Storytelling here.
Is this for the YouTube?
Sorry, that's for YouTube. All right, survive.
Oh,
Oh Lord,
I made it.
now, where can I set this thing up?
You can put it here.
I can move mine, Ron.
I will B-roll. That's the one you polished at Darren's?
Yeah.
Nice. Because it's different.
Yeah,
Did
use
you have
that.
what did you have on this before?
I had, that is a,
Prototype.
Yeah, yeah.
Pardon me.
Yeah, we don't do that. Reels is just a waste.
Let's do
of
the ad
time.
lib again.
Reels.
Okay.
Okay.
Benedict, what do we have here with
We
these
got
shifters?
some simplex retro frictions that I
Okay.
modded to fit on these Shimano pods.
Beautiful. And once again, how many gears did they shift? Do we know?
Now we're gonna find out.
Perfect.
To be determined.
Yeah, that one felt better.
Why don't you tell us in the comments how many gears you're gonna shift?
You just took all the parts off the other one.
No. I've got
You got another
lots
set of this
stuff,
XTR
yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, I've got a lot of that XTR stuff. These are my boys. So yeah, pretty happy with
Freshie.
pretty happy with how all that
Look at that.
Yep, that's what we do. Jordan knows.
That's spicy.
We measure it in sheets of paper.
Sheets of paper.
Spicy.
Tune top cap.
Also fluted.
Yeah, a little tune top cap. The fluting is how you save weight. On a bike like this, you're gonna feel everything.
You're gonna feel.
We made a game day decision, and we're not gonna use this seat post. I mean, on the right bike, I think it would be. This is not the right bike for that.
It's pretty spicy. You're gonna have to blur that out in the video. Yeah.
Oh, it's two different bolts. Look at that. There's a.
I was looking
There's
at
a
that
4 and
last night.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm about to flip this.
Yeah, so you're gonna have the weak one
Yeah.
doing all the load.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that.
Upside down tune, upside down king.
Can you tell us about the little guy on the front? Does that make you faster?
Yeah, he's having fun. Yep, it's a 25.4, but we're putting it on a 26.0 handlebar. WCS pedals.
And what's the logic behind those? Is it a Ritchie
Just-
logic?
Just logic in general. General logic.
Anybody need a coffee or anything?
Hi, Carl. Oof. I mean, titanium tune skewers. But what of the bar tape?
But look at this one. It's like mold spots on it. It's like it's been pre-barned. It's like
been pre-barned.
It's like it's made for your barn.
It's the little things.
Thank you, Lucas, that tune. Yeah, the gray and the red combined is like Michael J. Fox's self-drying jacket on Back to the Future Part 2. So.
Did a little colors.
I remember wrapping it at Whole Foods once. Yeah.
Let's get in close and see how fine this bar wrap is.
Everybody who matters.
It's my specialty.
Ron's specialty.
Oh, well, it really is. Okay, so here we are at Made at the show, and we caught some saddle sniffers red-handed, or brown-nosed, or aluminum-nosed, whatever you want to call it. We had a real good time at this show. Looking forward to going back this year. Now we're going to go to some photos that the Radivists took. And so we did an old-fashioned shootout special between my bike and Sean's bike from Beach Club, which was also an aluminum gravel bike. We had folks vote on the Radivist.com, and a lot of votes here, 181 comments. Now, overwhelmingly, I won. No big surprise there. Am I right, folks? Who did you vote for? Let me know in the comments.
Yes, hello, I need to speak to Watson. John Watson. Hey, Johnny boy, I need some votes. I need votes. I already got the votes. Well, get me more votes.
Okay, folks, so here we are a year later, and I've got a few frames left. We've got two 51s and two 60s. Everyone seems to want a 55, but we don't have those. Well, I have this 55, but this is a customer build. So thank you for your purchase. If you've bought one already, I hope you like it. I'd love to keep doing more of these small runs of frames. We do like 30 to 50 of them at a time. It's pretty cool to make something special in the US. It's really been a dream of mine to be able to do stuff like this. So I'm gonna keep it going if you keep buying. All right, folks, well, that's it. Oh yeah, new outfit, what do you think? This is all linen. All right, folks, that's it for this episode. See you at Made in Portland.